Here we all are. Thank you for joining our beautiful Golden Goddess Circle. For those of you who joined in just a couple of minutes before we started with a bit of dancing because we had some music on. I had to turn the music off for now because, we have copyrights and stuff like that. But just imagine if you're just joining right now that you were dancing with an amazing gang of sisters and you feel safe, right? Right now, where you are, notice that you're safe, right? You have a roof over your heads, what I see. Some of you have got beautiful backgrounds, they're by lakesides, but I'm guessing you have a roof over your head. So let's just feel gratitude for that fact. And maybe just imagine that roof. Do something with your arms. Just notice that you're here. Give your body the sign something's happening. We're creating a safe space. I do this before I go into the outside world. I imagine that I have this bubble around me. So just check out how your bubble would like to be today and let your arms kind of trace that bubble, that safety bubble around you. How big would it be? How big would your safety bubble be? Would it be real close to the body like a skin suit? Or would it be out a bit? Just check what feels right. Mine feels sort of like this. That's where my bubble is. And I'm now going to use my breath and my intention. I invite you to do that too, to create this safe space for ourselves right now, for this time that we're together. And you can then redo this little exercise anytime you want. That's a good thing, right? So to start this little practice, we're going to come into the present moment by taking 3 full breaths. Okay, we're going to breathe through our noses in and out. So we're going to take 1 full breath in and out and in and out. And 1 more in and out. And as we release that breath, we notice our center. Notice your center. And you could have your eyes open or closed, whatever feels right for you right now. And notice where in your body do you notice that midline, that energy connection that connects all the energy centers, that center of the body. Notice your heart. And then maybe place a hand onto your physical heart, onto the space around your heart. And just say thank you. Say it out loud. Grazie, danke, thank you. And as you come into that safe space within yourself, let's set our intention by first noticing the ground beneath us, Mama Earth, and imagining that every exhale is drawing those roots that go out of the soles of the feet, out of the coccyx of our spines, deep, deep down into the earth. And then we just imagine those roots going through all the layers of the earth, grass, the earth, the sand, the stones, the water, all the elements, the metal in the earth, until we notice that fire, that center of the earth. And then it's just imagine that in this lava-filled center of planet Earth, there's a beating heart. And our intention is to synchronize our heartbeat with the heartbeat of the earth so that we're safe and grounded and in the here and now. And then close your eyes and roll your eyes up as if you're looking through the top of your head. And then say silently inside of yourself, even if I don't know how, to create a safe, healing space within me and around me now. All I do know is, it is so now, and I am fulfilled. I delete all that could stop me. And I download everything I need to do so now with grace, ease, and joy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it is, so it shall be, or something even better. And one more breath. And then just imagine that from the center of your heart, there's this golden light emanating out, filling your whole chest with golden light, filling your legs and your upper body, your arms, your neck, your head with golden light. And then with every breath, you're expanding that golden light out until it touches and seeps through every single cell of your body, lighting up the space between your cells, and then drawing it out into your auric field so that your entire body is surrounded by this golden light. Let's call upon Archangel Michael to give us his protection, his blessing, to be the light warriors that we are, to carry this light out into the world, wherever we are, to be that light. Let's call upon an army of angels to surround us. Let's call upon our spirit guides, one to the left of us, one to the right of us, another spirit guide in front of us, another spirit guide behind us. Notice that love. Allow yourself to receive all that love. And as you breathe 3 full, grateful breaths, come back into the here and now, knowing that all your helpers are around you. You're filled with this light, so that wherever you go and wherever you are safe and you're protected and you're guided. And then open your eyes and stretch up, and then just notice how your bubble, that auric field, how does it feel now? Does it maybe feel a little bigger, a little, I don't know, stronger? What does it feel like? And let us know in the chat while I get myself into the spotlight. And my beautiful sister Nicole, zoops, and my wonderful sister Lily. Here we go. I think there we are. Yes, I'm wearing my hat, and as you can see, I'm well. I still have hair. There's no other reason other than it's cold. It's suddenly become autumn. It's, this morning when I was taking my cold plunge dip in the river, I really had to talk to myself, because everything in me was like, it's so cold. I don't know. I'm not even warm enough yet. So I went back home after my walk, because usually I do it in the morning in my morning walk, but it was so cold that my toes and hands were already so cold that I just couldn't. So I went back home, and then I did my goddess breath, right? I said, okay, I'm going to warm up first, because I don't have to punish myself. I can make it joyful. So I'm going to go back home. I'm going to do my goddess breath. I'm going to drink my coffee, and then I'm going to go. And of course, there was a part of me thought, the moment you drink that coffee, you're going to be all snug and warm, and you're not going to go out there again. And I said, no, I'll prove it to you. I can do this. So I really did. And putting my Healy on me, doing those 3 rounds of 30 goddess breaths, had me warmed up, the coffee, and I was out there and I plunged. So, every time we notice we have that little sabotage. We have that little, I don't know, in German, we say the Schweinehund, the little dog pig inside. And saying, no, don't do that. Stay comfortable, right? We can make another decision, but we don't have to make it really hard on ourselves. I always say, if I'm going to make a hard decision, I'm going to make sure that hard decision is a really joyful process as well, right? So, we can be the princesses. So why not take the extra thick, fluffy towels with you? Why not, I don't know, maybe make a hot water bottle first. That's what I could have also done, right? Get myself real warmed up till I feel real cushy inside, and then I feel ready to go for the challenge. And sometimes I think we kind of plunge into something without taking that little bit of extra time to consciously make little adaptations that could make the whole process more pleasurable. I'll give you another example. Say, I don't know, say you're like me and you don't think cleaning your house is the most fun thing on this planet. Is there anybody else here? I mean, I know some people think cleaning the house is great. And sometimes I also think it's great, but you know, the weekly sort of, no, I don't really much enjoy it until I decided, okay, we need to change the way we see this. And I decided, okay, cleaning the house, yes, it has great benefits. I know that, but I could make it more fun by noticing that cleaning the house is also a form of exercise, right? There's so many different things that you're doing, so many different muscles that I'm using. If I see it as my actual fitness program of the day, I will have a little more fun doing that. And then when I do fitness, when I do any movement, I love having music. So why not put my best epic music on? Why not put my playlist on that's called Celebration, where I'm collecting all kinds of tracks of music that also are scientifically proven to lift the mood? Because, you know, there's certain beats per minute that will have you feeling better. So I put that play track on. Then I put my diffuser on and I put grapefruit oil in it because grapefruit oil always has me feeling happy. So by that time, I'm jazzed up to clean. And then I can do little challenges for myself and say, how quickly can I clean? How detailed am I going to clean today? How much fun can I have? So for whatever we're going to do, that is always a good thing to just ponder on is what is my attitude like? And what things could I do to make it more fun for myself? Now I'm going to check the chat and see what happened for you all in our little process that we did. Gabrielle is saying, I'm quiet, recovered, and fulfilled with spirit after this weekend. Nice. Yes, I do that too. It was powerful. Someone feels quiet. Everybody else is so happy to see us all. So what I wanted to do with that little exercise is give you a tool that you can use to make sure that your field of energy, your state, your being is strong and powerful before you go into a challenge, before you go into the outside world, before you make love, before you connect to other people. Because, you know, that is a very powerful thing to do. As you see, it's for free, it's really quick, and it just uses your awareness, your consciousness to make that preparation that I think is necessary before we do anything. So I hope that was helpful to you. And it also ties in to a topic that Sister Goddess Nicole, Sister Goddess Nicole, there you go, Sister Goddess Nicole brought up in her email to me yesterday, and I like the topic, and I've kind of built upon that because you were telling us, Nicole, maybe unmute yourself, about a little meeting or a coincidence that happened. So why don't you share your story, please, to set the scene?
Thank you. Yes. Hello, everyone. Very nice to be here. And what you have been just telling, I can really relate to that very much because I had the pleasure and joy to be on an island this weekend together with my husband, where it was so peaceful that you cannot even imagine, because it's a rare place where there are no cars, and it is so, when you are there, you are in a different world. And I just, before the Goddess Circle, I made it back to Athens, which is exactly the opposite. And I really grounded myself, despite the fact that I came home in a house where some teenagers had been having the weekend. So this is cutting the links and really grounding yourself and preparing yourself wherever you are going next, and taking away the strings where you leave, because otherwise you're not whole, right? And this is
well, you're
so
not
helpful.
fully present, right? So what Nicole is referring to, so you were in Hydra, right? Hydra sounds this magical island, and now you're back in the busy place. So when we travel like that, and especially when we've made connection to the place that we were, which I hope you do in any place, we have energetic ties. And when we move through, especially with airplanes and fast moving objects, our soul takes a while until it catches up. Because some say the soul travels at 5 miles per hour or 5 kilometers an hour, which is kind of the speed of walking. So when we walk somewhere, we don't have that feeling of, I don't know, somehow still being somewhere else, although you're already in somewhere new. So why that is because you've usually traveled very fast. You weren't maybe made mindful in saying goodbye to the place that you left. That's what I always do. I always thank the place that I was at, and I say thank you, and I cut the links, and then I get into the plane, train, or car, or whatever. But when you don't do that, if you've forgotten that, what you can do is do the exercise that we just did and consciously imagine cutting the links to that other place to be fully present. So thank you for that reminder. So now tell us your story. So
Yes,
what happened yesterday?
Yeah, Hydra is a magic place anyway, where you meet a lot of international people. And so already going there, I met people from India coming to the island, being interested in the Greek culture. But they live in Canada. So we started talking, wow, this world is so mixed, right? And me also with my family, we live a very international life, having friends from all kinds of different places of the earth, different religions, and it doesn't really matter. And we are all connected with the heart. And just in this time we are living, I feel this is so important, and to share this with everyone. And guess what? When I was on Hitra and walking along there and sitting on the side of the sea, I saw a young woman, obviously very much engaged with her 3 children, which were all very young. They all were still wearing diapers. So she had twins, and she tried to change their diapers while the little one, who could already walk, was running away. And it was very nice to see that everybody on the way was looking after that girl, that she wouldn't climb up the wall, would jump into the water. And you could see the mother was very she was so in stress. So I went over to her and asked her if I could be of any help. And she said, oh, yes, thank you so much for taking care of my little one, while she was changing the diapers. And when she was finished, you could see her sweat. And I mean, every mother and every woman who has had any young children around them, right? You know what that means. And being stressed, sometimes even with one, I can remember. So I was offering her, can I be of any help? Do you need to go anywhere? And she said, oh, if you could push the stroller with the 2 young ones that are sleeping, I could take the other one who is so tired and doesn't want to walk anymore. And I said, of course, let's go. And Idra is a very steep place, so it's not very easy and comfortable to go with a stroller, right? So we did that. And while we were walking, we started talking. And I didn't know if she was Greek and in the beginning. And then she said, no, she is from Israel. And I was, wow. And she was just telling me that she left in an instant with her 3 children from home, and just came over to Athens, and then was looking for a place where she would feel some peace. And for some reason, she chose the island, although she didn't know anything about it. And so I felt like immediately, wow. And I said to her, I'm from Germany, right? So we had like this immediate connection. There was nothing like, you're from Germany, I'm from Israel. It was like, wow, and she said, I had to leave, my husband had to stay. And I felt like, wow. And this moment touched me so much. And we had like maybe half an hour together. I offered her also my help for the future in case she needs it here. But I said to her, she couldn't believe that somebody is doing this for her. And I said, this is more than normal for me. And I hope for so many people that if somebody is in need, you help. And especially in these times, it is even bigger. And I have, on the other side, I have a very good friend from Palestine I was just in touch with. Yeah. And she has the other side. And I said, it actually doesn't matter where we are from and what these politicians and whatever might be going on there. It is on a heart-to-heart level. It doesn't matter. And I was taking yesterday the whole afternoon because it really, I felt so touched by it, and also sad on the other side, and helpless in a way. So I found by chance a meditation or a chanting of a choir that was singing Om So Hum. And it's a mantra which is actually only referring, it's a Sanskrit, and it's referring to I am that, and I am connected with everyone. We are all one. And I listened to it for 1 hour, and it really cleansed me. this would be another thing, what Joy was saying. You could just listen to frequencies that really clear your mind, that power you up. And I mean, we can all do only what we can do from our place here. We cannot be there, but we can all together as sisters in that case, right? But also with our children, our families, create that vision that it doesn't matter. Let's skip that past, because I had been also talking with my husband that there has been this very old conflict with these two countries. And if they always refer to this old conflict, if there is never ever anyone saying, let's start from a place where something new can start. I mean, Lily, you might be there will be soon the conference of the Middle East and Europe, right, for peace of the women. And this will be most likely a much more burning topic than we had expected. So I have my little light of peace here. I light that every evening outside, and it goes for 8 hours, and I have it every evening with a prayer outside, no matter if there is any war or anything going on, but just that everybody who needs it reaches their hearts, right? And
I love the ritual of putting out a light or lighting a candle. That's beautiful. And the Om that you sent me is in the playlist. I've added it, so you'll find it. There's a beautiful version, the one that you sent me, by Meditative Mind, and you'll find it in the Intuition playlist on Spotify under Joy Martina.
Thank you.
And yes, it's a very timely subject, and one that touches us all. I had a conversation with a friend of mine just yesterday, and he was saying, you know, can you even imagine what it must be like to be in the Gaza Strip right now? And I was like, I know I can't. You say, imagine it's like a city where you can't leave and they're bombing you. So it's an unimaginable situation where, yes, all our hearts go out to everyone that is part of it, what side they are on, whatever. This is like, you know, a warring couple where you're just like, just stop, just please stop. So I'd like to add to what you were saying, Nicole, and saying that our beautiful Lynn McTaggart, actually tomorrow, and so 17th of October at 6 p.m. Central European time, is doing the Israeli and Palestinians in Peace Intention Project again. So tomorrow at 6 p.m., I will add the link to the newsletter, but, you know, Michi's quick and she will most likely start working on it tonight, but you might only get it tomorrow. So look it up at Lynn McTaggart. I'm sure on her webpage you'll find it too. There's the Israeli-Palestinian Peace Intention Project, which is going to be what we're going to do today, because of course we're going to do our own intention work today. She's going to do tomorrow as well. And research has shown these things work. So she's had quite some experience with doing these peace intentions. And I saw a beautiful film clip of where she showed us at the retreat the you know, very moving moments on both sides, because what they noticed that while they were intending for peace, just intending for peace, not only did it loosen up these entrenched positions. So, you know, when two people are fighting and they're both stuck, they just can't see a way out. This intention work loosens that up. Energy starts moving again. So different perspectives can maybe be seen, and it's proven to open the heart. And that's what we need. We need these people that are behind this whole drama to go into their hearts again, to open their hearts and see, you know, what am I doing here? And the beautiful part of it all is that there's the mirror effect of group intention. And the mirror effect means that when we intend for peace in Israel and Palestine, I can't, that area, if we intend peace there, we ourselves get the benefits of healing in our own bodies. And that's been proven again and again. So what beautiful work we have to do. So our beautiful sister goddess Lily, who's have you noticed how vulnerable and beautiful she is when she just allows the emotions to move through her? So kudos to that. Thank you for holding space and doing that for us. How do you feel now? You seem sort of centered and here. How do you feel about this topic?
Fascinating how Nicole brought up the conference in Cyprus. It was only recently that I realized 1973, I traveled to Europe from Australia, spent a year in Europe, and spent a 3-week holiday in Turkey where I had some colleagues. I was nursing in Switzerland, and there were some Turkish nurses who invited me to come to Turkey. So I ended up on a military base camp, holiday camp in Turkey. And we were going to do an island tour to 3 islands. And it turned out I didn't speak any Turkish, and the girl I was sharing a cabin with didn't speak any English or German. And she came into the cabin in the morning and said, Kibrius, Kibrius, bam, bam. I was there on the day that Cyprus was bombed when it first started. And to think that now I'm going back again. Well, I wasn't in Cyprus at the time. I was in Turkey, but we went to Marmara, and there was another couple of islands that we were going to visit, but we couldn't because of the beginning of the war. And then I spent another 2 weeks there where the jeeps were going along the beach with shaded headlights so that the airplanes in the sky couldn't see them and we wouldn't be bombed. And it's just, I can't understand what's happening in Israel, in Palestine, what the war is all about, what the conflict is. My husband was in Israel a few years ago on a pilgrimage. I had never been to that area. And the fact that we're going to go to Cyprus, where I also know there's a, my parents come from Czechoslovakia. Germany was divided. I'm part of a community of people that is very connected to Korea. All of these conflicts, all of these borders and deadline places of conflict are a source of a lot of tension, energy, and I just resonate so much with what Joy is sharing with us and bringing us here with Lynn McTaggart and with everything that I do in my other communities in terms of prayer. I've just lit a candle here on my desk, and I really feel it is so valuable, so important, so precious, and such an amazing opportunity that we have now with Zoom to come together and to raise our vibes and to
do something, right? Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that background story about your last trip, Turkey, and now it's November again, and 50 years later happens to be on my birthday. We're going to be there together. There's no coincidence there. So you and I at the Peace Conference, I'm sure there's going to be so much beautiful, peaceful energy going to be blasted from there. It's all going to be good, Lily. This is a new time now. It might seem the same, and yet it's different, because the biggest difference is you're no longer alone. I mean, look at all of us goddesses. You're going to be there in spirit, aren't you? You're going to be there with us. We're going to be bringing you in there, aren't we? We're going to be talking about our Golden Goddess Circle and going to be inviting all these women in. So we're in this together, Lily. Yeah? So the plan.
May I say something? What I just realized in telling this, what you said, Lily, is that we could put the intention really also on this division, because like mentioning Korea, mentioning Cyprus, mentioning whatever, it's these countries that have been divided, and a lot of harm has been done to the civilian people, to the people who want to just live peacefully. And it's not their choice. And
well, I think we'll go through a whole world tour, right?
Yes,
I mean, we can devote every circle to an area of conflict on this world, and I should think we'll do a whole year. We might not be done. So I love that. And for today, I'd love to keep it to Israel and Palestine, because that's where the hottest is right now. And I also would love to see what happens if we kick it off today. Tomorrow, Lynn McTaggart does hers, right? So we can ramp it up. We keep going. That's why I would suggest the process or the intending at the end, we're going to keep to that. And the plan until we get there, because we still got some time, is that we work on ourselves. Because you see, here's the thing. When I was writing my notes for today, what I wrote down was seeking refuge. I don't know how many of you, or if any of you, some of you have or haven't, have ever had to seek refuge. Do we even know in this life what that is? Maybe not, maybe yes. But I am certain that we've all had a past life where we had to seek refuge. So why don't we, like I do it, go back to the core of the things and solve it within us, so that all our attachments and trauma and whatever we might have picked up to this topic can be harmonized. And from that good space, we set the intention for peace for Israel and Palestine. Yes? Okay. So for this little process, we're going to do I'm going to use a technique which is technically a past life regression. So I'm going to let you ladies out of the spotlight so you can go relax. That's Nicole and Lily. I'll stay in the spotlight and keep my hat on. You can all now start chilling. So if you want to do a run pee, you could go do that. If you need to go to the bathroom, we're going to go into a quick yet powerful, deep meditative state, also called hypnosis. So sometimes it feels good to be able to go pee first. Other than that, I would recommend lying down for this process, because you'll just be able to relax even deeper. But of course, you can do it sitting up too. So as you go find your most comfortable position, start focusing on your breath. And allow your breath to become very gentle and soft. As you relax, take the tip of your tongue and place it to the roof of your mouth. So relax, close your eyes, close your mouth, and take the tip of your tongue and place it on the roof of your mouth. So stick it up a bit, activating your pineal gland. And also noticing how this simple move of taking the tip of your tongue and placing it in the roof of your mouth allows your breath to become like ocean waves. Just imagine for a moment that you could hear the ocean's waves gently in the background. As you focus on your gentle and relaxed breath, noticing how this breath is bringing peace and relaxation to all parts of your body. Allow these waves of relaxation to relax your feet now. Noticing every toe on your foot and allowing your breath to release any tension, any dis-ease, any inflammation. Relax your legs and your buttocks now. Noticing how those waves of relaxation are allowing all muscles to be soft and warm, loose and limp. Breathing into your belly now. Relaxing all inner organs. Thanking your body for relaxing deeper and deeper, harmonizing your heartbeat, harmonizing your nervous system, relaxing deeper and deeper. Taking a full breath of relaxation into your lungs now. Expanding your lungs with all this fresh, crisp oxygen, fresh energy. Relaxing your lungs and your chest now. Noticing how those waves of relaxation are moving up into your shoulders, down and down your arms into your hands, relaxing the palms of your hands and every finger, relaxing your neck now. Noticing how those waves of relaxation are calming you, soothing you. You are safe. Relax your face now. Allow all muscles in your face to become soft and warm. Your skin is smooth and radiant. Waves of relaxing, healing energy moving up into your head. Relaxing your brain, synchronizing your left and your right brain hemisphere. Accessing a state of coherence and calmness. Notice the peace inside of you. As you now roll up your eyes as if you're looking through the crown of your head. Keep them rolled up there and then say silently inside of yourself, even if I don't know how to access that past life, that moment of inception, where this pattern was created that in any way connects me to seeking refuge, feeling unsafe, or feeling at conflict. All I do know is, it is so now, and I am fulfilled. I delete all that could stop me. And I download everything I need to do so now with grace, ease, and joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, so it shall be, or something even better. And now relax even deeper. Relax your eyes, relax your mind, and imagine relaxing so deeply that you could now, when I count from 1 to 5, at 5 be in a beautiful place in nature. 1, take a full breath in and hold. 2, relax and let go. 3, start drifting and floating out of your body, up and up into the quantum field. 4, getting closer and closer to a beautiful place in nature where you are safe. And 5, be there now. Notice this place in nature, your safe place. And as you look around you and notice the sounds and the feelings and even the smells in this place, find a safe place to lay your body down, maybe under a tree, by a body of water, next to a big rock. Choose your safe place and lie down. Lay your body down and relax even deeper now. Feeling the ground beneath you, how it holds you, how you are safe. Even though we are spinning in the planet around in space, you are safe now. Notice that feeling of safety inside of you. And then notice the sights and the sounds around you, the plants, the fresh breeze maybe, the relaxing sounds of nature. And know that you can always come back to this place. You can call upon your power animal now to come to you as I count from 1 to 3. 1, take a full breath in and hold. 2, relax and let go. And 3, notice that vibration, that energy around you as your power animal comes and lies down next to you. Feel its loving presence and imagine looking into their eyes. And as you do so, you notice you're relaxing even deeper and deeper now, knowing that this power animal will always watch over you and make sure that when you come back into the here and now, you feel refreshed and wonderful, because your body in this time has been able to relax and refresh and regenerate, rejuvenate and heal. And as you relax even deeper, you notice that up and up above you is a beautiful fluffy cloud. Notice that cloud. And as I count from 1 to 3, imagine drifting and floating up to that cloud. 1, take a full breath in and hold. 2, relax and release, drifting and floating up and up to this fluffy cloud. And 3, lay your body onto this magical cloud. Imagine wrapping it around you. Notice the healing vibrations of this magical cloud, as this cloud will now be your vehicle to take you back and back in time, to that time in that past life that is most interesting and healing for you. So as you snuggle down into this cloud, notice how this cloud is starting to move back and back in time, drifting and floating over the oceans, the mountains, the meadows, the forests, noticing how it's moving faster and faster now, knowing you are completely safe. There's no need for any pain or suffering. You're just an observer, a journalist, a reporter of time, moving back and back in time as I now count from 3 to 1. And at 1, you will be right over that past life that is most insightful and healing for you to know more about. 3, 2, and 1. You're now hovering right above that past life, still on your cloud, completely safe. And as I now count from 1 to 3, at 3, you're in the specific and most appropriate moment in that past life, completely aware of what is going on around you. 1, start drifting and floating off that cloud now, gentle, just like a leaf falling off a tree. 2, getting closer and closer to the ground now. And 3, be there now. Notice, is it day or is it night? Are you inside or are you outside? Are you alone or with others? Just notice. And as you gather all this information, notice your feet. Look down onto your feet and notice. Are you wearing shoes? How big are your feet? Are you more male or are you more female? Just notice. How old are you? Gathering all the information that is most important and helpful to you. Allow it to just bubble up. No judgment, just gathering the information. And notice where you are right now. Ask the questions of why you are there right now. What's going on around you? If there are any people around you, notice any souls that seem familiar. Notice that you can look into the eyes of the people around you and see if you recognize them. If you're alone, notice your surroundings. What brought you to this place? What are you doing here? Notice the feelings in your body. Notice the thoughts in your mind. Are there any colors, any sounds, any symbols, any words that are coming through? Just notice. And know that you will have full access to this information when you come back into the here and now. So just allow yourself a few more seconds to gather this information. And then take a deep cleansing breath. Letting go of this situation as I count from 1 to 3. You're going to move to another specific, most appropriate, important day in this life. 1, take a full breath in and hold. 2, relax and let it go, allowing all that you experience to just drift away. And 3, be there now. You're now in another important moment in this life. Notice, is it day or is it night? Are you inside or are you outside? Are you alone or with others? What is going on? What are you feeling in your body? What are you noticing? Scanning your environment, scanning the body that you are in, noticing the thoughts, noticing any symbols, any words, any sounds that come through. As you make sense of this situation, knowing that you can ask any question and it is answered. Ask why you're here, what led to this moment. What do you need to see? What do you need to know right now? What's going on? Giving yourself a few more seconds to gather all the important information. And then take another deep, full breath in. Letting go of this moment again. And as I count from 1 to 3, you leave this scene. And at 3, you are in the last day of that life. Remember, no need for pain or suffering. You're just noticing. You're just an observer. 1, take a full breath in and hold. 2, relax and let go. Drifting and floating, allowing that scene to drift away, moving to the last day in this life. And 3, be there now. Notice, is it day or is it night? Are you inside or are you outside? Are you alone or are you with others? Notice this last day. Notice what you're doing. Where are you? Notice if you have people around you, who are they? Notice the feelings in your body and notice, are there any regrets? Is there any forgiveness that needs to be done? Calling upon Archangel Raphael to come to your side now and assist you with any forgiveness that needs to be done, any amendments that need to be made, any healing that still needs to flow. Noticing the loving hands of Archangel Raphael on your heart, feeling those healing vibrations, that peace, as all conflict within you dissolves, dissipates. And you notice that feeling of peace inside of you. Breathing that peace into every cell of your body, into the space between the cells and all around you. Affirming to yourself, I am at peace. I am peace. Peace is who I am. Allowing this peace to engulf you, to console you, to clarify, to cleanse you, to heal you. As you gently let go of that moment, that life, that body, and start drifting and floating. Drifting and floating up and up, coming back onto your cloud. Wrapping the cloud around you. bringing all the healing, all the insights with you, and leaving all else behind you. Calling upon Archangel Michael now to cut all karmic links, all energetic cords that in any way connect you to pain and suffering, to any form of conflict. That's right. Take 3 full breaths as you completely come back onto your cloud, floating and drifting again. As I count from 5 to 1. At 1, you're back in the here and now, feeling wonderful. Bringing all the healing that you need with you, all the insights, all the information that is useful to you and aligned with your highest good. 5, drifting and floating over the oceans, the meadows, the forests. 4, coming back into the here and now, integrating all that is helpful and healing to you. 2, moving faster now. And 1, completely back in the here and now. Take 3 full breaths to come back into your body. Wake the body up. Allow all the energy to move freely through your body. Notice the difference. How do you feel? Welcome back, ladies. Now is a good time, if you have pen and paper, write down whatever comes through. Write down at least 3 words or draw 3 symbols. Write down what happened for you, what occurred, what feelings came up, what things did you imagine? Just write something down, please. And then I'm going to get Lily and Nicole. You can keep writing. I'm just going to add you to the spotlight. No. Oh, what have I done? Yeah. Maybe Lily, you can help me. I've done something weird. I thought I'd added you to the spotlight, but somehow... Oh, there we go. I've done it. Okay. So you're still busy writing. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds to write. Then we've got to keep it moving because we still want to send some peace to Palestine and Israel and the Gaza Strip. So as soon as you're ready to share a little bit, Lily and Nicole, please let me know. And for everybody else, do feel free to share in the chat. How was that past life regression for you? What came through for you? How do you feel now? All insights, all feedback is welcome. Right, Lily, Nicole, you ready?
Oh, so much. I mean, this is, I'm going to have to just pinpoint because there's so many things going on. I found I wasn't, when you talk about doing it, I felt myself intellectually thinking and remembering and telling myself stories. And the story was, because I don't believe in reincarnation, but I believe in all the spirits that are there, that are still there with us. So I know my grandmother and my mother and my ancestors, they're all here. So I had to go on behalf of my mother, who died 2 years ago, and on behalf of her mother, who met my grandfather in Germany. And when my mother told me when they got pregnant, they didn't even know what had happened, that they didn't know how it happened. And I just had to think about that whole aspect of love. And a big theme right now, which is also going to be a theme of at the Frankfurt Book Fair, is God as parents, not just God as father, but God as parents, recognizing the universal masculine, feminine, parental love. And that was what really came through everything, that the healing and everything that's going to happen, and that is happening now, and that we are producing, is through this parental love, which comes from the universe, and so much more.
Thank you. Nicole, how about you?
Yeah, it was, the first picture was very, very weird, and I could feel that I was trying to understand what is happening, because I was alone in 12 years old, barefoot, standing on a huge ground that was like a white platform. It was in nature, but it was not from this earth, this platform, and it was surrounded by dark needle trees. And I was completely alone on this platform, and it was moving, going up, like almost like a spaceship or something. I don't know what it was. And I felt really, I wrote down lonely and insecure and irritated, and a very foreign feeling, so to say, that fits to what we feel in many places, right? Being foreigners in a way. And the second part was that I was in a house in the same age with my grandpa, who tried to embrace me and give me like a loving feeling that I was safe. And I was so, I could not talk. It was completely stuck because I couldn't express what I had experienced before. And the last picture was being as an old lady in a rocking chair, knitting and having a fireplace on and feeling very much at peace. That I liked.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. So for anybody else, anything you experienced is good and right. Okay. Some people have a full Dolby surround sound movie going on. Others, nothing. Others start, thinking and stories and whatever. It's all good because, trust that whatever happened was right for you. And what I know about past life regressions is something always happens. And sometimes this that happens will make sense in about 3 weeks or 3 months or even 3 years. I remember my past life regression that I experienced, I was only 19 years old. And that had such an impact on me because it healed part of my physicality, which made no sense at all. So I used to suffer from a pattern that I would get every single winter. I would get a sore throat, then a cold, then bronchitis. And that would go every single winter, like it would cycle through and, nobody knew why or whatever, nothing was working. And then in my desperation, and I was always interested in this kind of stuff, I went and did a past life regression. And in that past life regression, whether I imagined it or not, does it matter? I imagined being strangled as a kid. So it was some life where I was literally in the night strangled as a kid. And I remember so acutely that during the regression, I had intense pain. I really thought my throat was like I was dying. So that's why I always put in when I lead regressions, there's no need for pain or suffering because there's no need for you to go through that. But maybe I needed it because it made it so real for me that it worked, because from that day on, I never, ever had it again. So trust whatever happened is good, and just notice for the next couple of days. So I always say the next 3 days, the next 3 weeks, and the next 3 months. Those are kind of flagpole times where you just do. I always make a note in my calendar and I'll say, okay, just check in on that day. What do I now notice changed? Because sometimes the changes can be so subtle that we just miss them. But those subtle changes, it's like with a compass, just 1 degree change can bring a massive result in difference at the end. Okay, so it's already 8 o'clock. Can we go over time? Can we do 5 minutes of intending? Is everyone okay for that? Excellent. Okay, so then I will get us out of the spotlight again because I love seeing us all when we are intending. It gives me such a community feel. Okay, Lily, last one. There we go. Okay, here we all are. Our intention for today is that all beings in Israel and Palestine are completely happy and healthy and at peace. How about that? Simple and straight. Can someone put it in the chat? Our intention is that all beings in Palestine and Israel, including the Gaza Strip, are completely, immediately, and permanently happy and healthy and at peace. Yes, that's our intention. I'll say it again. Our intention is that all beings in Palestine, Israel, and the Gaza Strip are completely, immediately, and permanently happy and healthy and at peace. If you like, you could write the intention down for yourself. I always recommend it because it makes it even more powerful. And Lily, would you be timekeeper? Could you count the 5 minutes and bring us back into the here and now when the 5 minutes are over? That would be amazing. Let's let Astrid in because see one more to intend. And then get into a nice comfortable position, whether that is sitting or lying down. Make sure your spine is nice and straight, so all those energy centers are connected. Let's welcome Astrid in. We are now intending for peace. We are going to hold 5 minutes of silence, so there will be no audio. It will just be silent. And our intention is for all beings in Palestine and Israel and the Gaza Strip to be completely, permanently, and immediately happy and healthy and at peace. Okay, here we go. Time starts now. Just imagine we're all holding hands as we would in a circle, connecting our energy centers, connecting that circle of energy. And we're now going to take 3 full breaths together. Let's take a full breath in, out, in, and out. And with our 3rd breath, we drop into our hearts. Let's breathe in. Exhale, drop into our hearts as we, from our hearts, set and send out the intention that all beings in Israel, Palestine, and the Gaza Strip are completely, permanently, and immediately happy and healthy and at peace. Our intention is for all beings in Israel, Palestine, and the Gaza Strip to be completely, permanently, and immediately happy and healthy and at peace. Our intention is for all beings in Israel, Palestine, and the Gaza Strip to be completely, permanently, and immediately happy and healthy and at peace.
Our intention is that all beings in Israel and Palestine and Gaza Strip are completely, immediately, and permanently happy and healthy and at peace. 5 minutes is over.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come back into the here and now, everyone. And yeah, just notice how you feel. Thank you for joining us in this. Maybe you'd like to share a couple of words in the chat before we close the circle. Thank you so much for extending your precious time with us to do this important piecework. I'd like to use the last couple of minutes to invite you, for those of you who sent me a 5-star review on Amazon. I am doing my German masterclass on the 24th of October at 7 p.m. So all those who sent me a 5-star review will get that invitation. It's going to be in German because that was a book, right? But I know many of you here speak both languages, so of course you're welcome to come too. Just leave me a 5-star review, send me the screenshot, and you're invited. So 24th of October, that's a Tuesday at 7 p.m. And I look forward to you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm seeing in the chat. So yeah, I love that we are doing this together. And any closing words, Lily or Nicole?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very beautiful. Thank you. And if you have time, light a candle tonight. And we all imagine that they all connect. Would be lovely.
Yeah. And remember to blow it out when you go to sleep. Okay, thank you. Just keep fire hazards at the minimum, right? Okay. Love you all. Bye-bye. See you soon. See some of you tomorrow at 10 a.m. if you're German speaking. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.